Hey guys, it's me rivzaix and welcome back to another video. I am finally back, yes, after almost 3 months, but we're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna get into this build and we're gonna get into it immediately. This is another build for my soflo save file. So this is part of my soflo save file diaries. I found this house inspiration on Zillow. I'll put the reference up on the screen so you guys can see. When I was on Zillow, I was originally looking for like just inspiration. I was gonna gather bits and pieces from other houses, but I guess I just ended up to copy this house bar for bar. Luckily for me, this house did have a floor plan, so I didn't have to struggle that much. Only thing I really did struggle with was like the aesthetics of it and the scale, because real life scale is obviously different from scale and Sims. But besides that, I really like how this house turned out. I obviously went for that old Floridian style housing that isn't like upscaled and glamorized and fantasized about. It's more humble, if that makes sense. Humble upbringings, I guess. It feels authentic to me, so I just made what feels right. It really isn't a rivzaix build if I don't struggle, and honestly I did kind of struggle with this build for multiple reasons, and the first reason being is I'm using no CC in this build, and normally I am a very CC heavy builder. I literally considered getting a few kits before I started building this so it can make it a little bit easier. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do all that. But regardless, I really like how it turned out. It really turned out to my liking. I feel like no CC is what I'm starting to aim towards, which is kind of crazy for me to say. Me with my CC folder being how many gigabytes? Yikes. Yeah. The second reason why this was such a huge struggle for me is because the freaking archway, honestly. The archway just like, I feel like took 5 years off my lifespan, honestly. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to make it on the inside or the outside. Mostly because the floor plan was kind of confusing. Then I freaking realized it had to register in my brain. I freaking realized, and then I fixed it. But if you find me switching the archway and the doors out a lot, very annoying. I'm so sorry. It'll stop eventually, but right now it's not stopping. This house is based off of the old Floridian style houses, as I said earlier. But this house is imagine it to be like, okay, it was built some years ago, maybe 20-30 years ago, but like they recently renovated like 4 years ago. They recently renovated like 4 years ago. They added marble floors, they painted the walls white, the landlord special. That's how the inside looks, because that's how the listing looked on Zillow. I have no creativity right now, so I just followed what I saw, honestly. But regardless, I really like how it turned out, and I will be using this build for my own personal save file, not just for soflo, because it feels very authentic, it feels very realistic, and I really like how it turned out. So regardless of me just like, struggling. However, on the topic of me building without CC, I do have a few CC free builds on the gallery as we speak. I think I have 4. I will put them up on the screen because I'm sure I did upload them, and I really like how those turned out as well. You should definitely go check that out. But I feel like I really had to mention that this build is not going to be furnished. It is going to be a shell, which basically means I'm not going to furnish it. It's going to be what you call move-in ready. So like the bathroom is fully equipped, the kitchen is fully equipped. All you have to do is just bring your Sims furniture and decorate, which honestly is my favorite part. I love shells for that exact reason. I almost forgot to introduce this build. This is on a 30 by 20 lot in Willow Creek. It is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. The living room is tiny, the dining room is tiny, the kitchen is tiny, but I feel like that's just like how houses in Florida operate. Honestly, I feel like you can have like a 5-bedroom house with with one bathroom, and the living room is like really small. I don't know why that is, but whatever, dude. And also, one last thing, I am sorry for my lack of posting on YouTube as of recently. I've been kind of focusing on posting on Tumblr more often because it feels more healthy for my creative outlet instead of posting on Twitter where there's always so much drama. I go live on TikTok from time to time. I'm starting to go live on TikTok every week, so you can catch me there. And I don't post on Instagram anymore, but that's kind of my update for you guys. I only come to YouTube just for kind of speed builds. I go live on TikTok to build, and I post my builds on Tumblr, and I also post updates about my soflo save file on Tumblr as well. So go ahead and follow those if you wanna, stay updated, But yeah, I really don't have much to say about this build anymore. Since it is a shell, there's no character for me to describe to be like, oh, I imagine this type of sim to live here. There's no story this time. Sorry, I know you guys will love to hear my stories. But not this time around. If you do use this build, please tag me. I would love to see how you use it, who you use it for. I'm being so serious. I would love to see it. You can tag me on Twitter. My username is rivzaix. You can tag me on Tumblr. My username is rivzaix, or even on TikTok. My TikTok username is rivzaix. But yeah, I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one or on my live on Wednesday. Bye.